Hello everybody, welcome back to the greatest guitar lesson ever made. This is now part 3. Now let's just recap what we had the first lesson, right? Our first lesson was drop out of school, how to do all the drugs the right way to maximize your time. The second part was how do I finance my band, and we went through all that kind of stuff. And now we're going to talk about who to play with, who to work with, okay? Who to work with. Okay, now it's very important that you watch episode 1 and 2, lesson 1 and 2, before you get into this, because I'm going to skip over some things, okay? So, most important fucking thing is, obviously, musicianship. Can the motherfucker physically play the songs? Now, it doesn't matter if you get someone who's, at this point, right? It doesn't matter if you're talking about fucking someone who's old and ugly, someone who's young and good looking, or whatever combination of the fucking things that are right there, right? Can they physically play your fucking songs? That's number one, okay? That'll get you in and out of the fucking door. So, if they can play your songs, great. Second thing is the package, right? So what's the package? The package includes the musicianship, but it also includes how they look. Marketability. We'll put that in marketability. Marketability, right? Remember, follow along, write all this shit down, okay? Marketability. So obviously, a 20-year-old chick who's beautiful, who can play your songs, is going to be more marketable than a 40-year-old man who might be able to play them even better. So what's more important at that point? Musicianship or marketability? What's more important? Well, depends. Depends on a lot of things. And you might have to sacrifice some musicianship for marketability. You might have to sacrifice some marketability for musicianship. All right? Now, sometimes you get the total package, which is someone who can play, sing, and looks good. Now, those kind of people are hard to find and they're high in demand. Okay? So if you want to just be able to tour anywhere you want, anytime you want, and do a pickup band, getting someone like that, it's going to be hard. But it's going to be easier to find someone who has, you know, let's say 80% musicianship, fucking 50% marketability, something like that, right? So again, the most important thing is that they can play your songs and that they show up in time and everything like that. The other fucking part of this is personality and professionalism. Can you get along with this person on the road or even locally? Can you get along with this fucking person? Now, you have to be able to get along with them professionally. I'm not saying you have to be best friends. You don't have to see them when it's not band rehearsal or a show or a photo shoot. You don't have to actually socialize with this person that much. The less you do, you know, you might have a bit of an estranged relationship, but the less you do it, the less that you're going to, the less risk there is of you guys getting in a bit of a quarrel, and a bit of a fight, right? About anything. Professionalism. Are they showing up fucked up? Now again, remember, getting back to lesson 1 about how to do all these different drugs at different times, do they know how to do those drugs at different times? Are they completely straight? Or are they fucking showing up messed up? Are they not showing up at all because they're banging heroin? Things like that we do not want, right? So things like that, professionalism and personality, that does come into play with musicianship and marketability, right? Even if they're a great musician, they look great, but they're a total fucking asshole and they're strung out all the fucking time, it's not going to be easy to fucking work with that guy, so you can't work with him. But if he's at least professional, shows up on time, isn't fucked up for every fucking band thing to the degree where he can't work anymore, he's an alright guy. He's a bit of a dick, but you know, he's an alright guy. Looks good, looks alright, looks good enough, and he can play all the fucking songs. That's good. That's a good fucking bass player or drummer for you, because you're the guitar player, or guitar player singer like me, right? So things like that are incredibly important that we must take into account when dealing with someone. The other part of it is, are they working with your band, right? So I don't know what to call that. What's this called? That fucking teamwork, okay? Is there teamwork? So underneath teamwork, there's things like, are they trying to push the band? Are they using social media to get the band out there? Are they inviting friends to the shows? Are they doing anything? Are they sharing some contacts that they might have been able to build up over the years through playing professionally? Are they doing these things, right? Or are they just being a leech? Are they just hanging around and playing so they can get some free beers and they're not doing any other work? Are they writing songs with you? Are they doing creative things? Are they trying to make the show better? Are they giving you suggestions? Are you a stronger musician? Are you a stronger band because you're working with this guy? If not, then he's not really a great choice, okay? So remember all these fucking things: musicianship, marketability, personality, professionalism, teamwork. If they don't have these things, you might have to find a different guy. Don't always be worried about finding a different guy. There are literally thousands and thousands of professional musicians who are struggling, who are looking for a professional band. So if you have these fucking things all ready to go and shit, which you should, you wouldn't be watching this fucking video if you don't, right? Unless you're watching it so you see my nipples. Who knows? But, you know, if you got all these things, you are putting yourself in the position where people who also have these things want to work with you. I think that's pretty good for this one. Know who to work with.